Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Rogue Soul channel. A lot of you may be wondering, Javante, where the hell have you been? It's been a long ass time. What happened? Well, the answer's kind of simple, kind of not, maybe not. I've been in a very rough space with myself for the past months. And I got to the point where I didn't want to do the channel anymore. And so I put it down for a while. And I got the inspiration to want to do it again, but I decided to take a different turn with it as far as a more heart to heart space between like me and you. Um, I had a whole plan as far as what I wanted to talk about today, but something that happened before I started filming made me want to go in an entirely different direction. So, as of right now, I want to show, not really showcase, but sort of air my struggles and what I'm working on and trying to make better so that I can be better, be a better person. I'm not one to, I want to preface this by saying that I am not typically one to, talk about myself and a lot of like my personal issues or personal things at all with people of any sorts. So this is new for me. So, I would appreciate, um, patience with how, I roll things out. And I thank you for it. And I'm also going to try to allow myself to be more patient, like with myself as well. And understanding that, this is a journey, this is a process, and I'm just really getting my feet rolling on it. So, with all that, I just want to say that I have trouble expressing emotions or emoting or just self-expression just altogether. Um, a lot of times I tend to pretend that everything is fine when it's really not. I try to force calmness on myself. I try to make myself real docile, even though anger, sadness, or frustration, it comes out in many different ways with me as far as like, facial expressions and so on and so forth. And this has been something that I struggled with for a very long time as far as, not feeling that, what I really have to say is, worth being said. A lot of times I typically would feel that it's better to just be sort of like in a diplomatic space with people and not really like rush towards just automatically like just how you feel in regards to things. A lot of times I just completely disregard feelings and typically just take a more logical approach to things. Pardon, I was thirsty. And I'm also trying to calm myself down. Because like I said earlier, I'm like still like really nervous and I'm still learning like new things in regards to this. And before I had started filming, I was getting stuff together, getting ready to film. and my family had came in and they were like asking me certain things as far as like, do you have like your microphones? I didn't have my microphones ready, and they were like giving suggestions as far as making for sure, why not write out like an agenda as far as what you want to cover for your videos, and making for sure you have like everything planned out as far as having your microphones ready and charged and ready to go. And one of my cousins asked me where one of my microphones were, and I didn't have any idea at the time. And also, this particular microphone I didn't believe, worked appropriately. And I had stated that, but I just felt that everyone was sort of just compiling questions and coming down on me as far as just period point blank, just that everything was just compiling on. And I got frustrated, and instead of stating that, okay, I'm getting frustrated and I don't know where the things are, I wasn't really trying to like think of like where they could be in that moment in time. My thing was just getting the video done. And with that, it just spewed a whole storm of just chaos in my mind, and I was just extremely frustrated. And my cousins, they told me take a deep breath and remember that no one's trying to no one's trying to beat you up about it. No one's trying to come down on you about these things. We're trying to help you, trying to guide you. Now, today, I haven't really been in the best of spaces like today as far as just, myself, work, life, just all the above. And I was, instead of really like emphasizing and also trying to like understand where people were like coming from, I just automatically, assumed that I was just being berated, continuously being berated upon. So once I sort of like got calmer and sort of like talk things out, with them, it helped me get to a better space so that I could, film. But even then, I already did like a mock film of it, and we found out, the microphone, it wasn't really working appropriately. It was like background noise coming from the microphone itself. And after that, we were trying to figure out, how we could make this work. And I was just in a space of, like I told you, the microphone wasn't going to work. And like not really like just in like a solutions mode, just sort of just upset. And luckily, my mics that you see on me, one of them you see on me right now, they were almost fully charged, so I was able to hook them up and proceed accordingly. But one of my cousins brought to my attention, like, well, Devontae, you're trying something new. You're holding on to a lot of negative energy just because something didn't go the way you expected it to. It's not about you being right in regards to the mic. It's about finding a solution to the issue, which of course made more sense with it being, said back to me. versus then like in the moment and just sort of like just in that barrage in your head in regards to things. But with that being said, I, I'm continuously learning more and more like the importance of letting people know how you feel so that you're able to talk things out or come to like a better understanding of things versus just holding everything in and or trying to be like diplomatic when that's not really how you feel in regards to things. Really inside you want to blow up. Really inside you want to for me, for example, I want to leave. I want to leave out my own body and just go because it's just stuff just turned out to like not, be a good time. And I'm still working on that. I'm still working through that. Now, pause. As far as the direction that I want to take this channel, I want to do more of a airing out, if you will, my own personal struggles. One, to keep myself accountable and to charge myself with growing and developing, but also putting it out there just in case, somebody else, this were to come across to somebody else going through the same things and not really, having anybody to like relate to in regards to that or understands, or doesn't have that family or support, with them, that you're not alone, like other people go through this too. And, also just for expression in and of itself. Again, this is new for me. I'm not used to just airing out, my personal life and, my own, issues and stuff that I deal with. But I feel like this is an important step for me my in my life, my journey, and my continuing to grow and develop. Um, with that being said, I do hope this helps, and I hope you see, how important it is to sort of let that guard down and let your emotions actually play out, because it can actually be more helpful as far as like finding solutions, especially if you have people around you that are willing to help you and willing to, back you and, and that understand where you're coming from, because, they've been in that space too, with feeling that type of way. It just sort of like help guide you through it. And, with that, I am happy, you guys decided to join me today. Whoever, watches the video, whoever it touches. You can look forward to me posting more about, different struggles that I have or things that I'm working through, good and bad, just a more life journey, from me. And with that, I thank you and I wish all of you a good evening, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. Thank you.